Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Politics and Why. Usually it's about meeting your candidates. I'm Jane Hansen, and I ask usually 3 questions in 3 minutes. But tonight we're going to meet somebody who's already been elected. This is Sheriff Dr. Errol Toulon, who is the Sheriff of Suffolk County. You don't have to run for re-election, gratefully, for another 3 years or so. But during this political season, everybody's talking about safety, gun laws, school safety, etc. So what do you say to them in either both reassurance and also what we need to do to better protect people?
Well, first, thanks for having me on, Jane. I really
Sure.
appreciate it. You know, one of the things that we like to tell our residents is that you have to be cognizant of your surroundings, especially if, God forbid, you are in an active threat situation. Secondarily, if you see something on social media, it's extremely important that you report it to law enforcement officials because many times after the incident has occurred, many people say, well, I saw something posted online and I did not realize that I should have said something. So that's a second thing. We've been training, meaning the Suffolk County Sheriff's Office has been training children in 2 programs from the Sandy Hook Promise Foundation, to start with hello and to say something. And it teaches young children to go to a trusted adult if they were to see something or see something on social media or hear it from their friends.
That's fantastic to hear about those programs. How hard is it, though, to get kids to actually do it?
You know, we did have one success story, even though it wasn't gun-related, with an incident where a 5th grader reported a heinous act that was being committed against one of her classmates. And we were not only able to move the classmate and her mother to a safe location, but also arrest the individual that was committing that act. So if the bravery of that 5th grade student who did participate in the program didn't occur, who knows how long that would have gone on with that young lady.
And what about mental health issues? Because we find in so many cases that the people who are involved in the shootings, there are signs, there's stress, there's clearly something that's going on that either hasn't been noticed, and obviously you just talked about social media, but do you have other suggestions about maybe where we should go with that process? Because it's not just about getting rid of guns.
You know, I believe if teachers or those that are in academic settings see students that are acting irrational or somewhat unpeculiar behavior, they should be able to report it to the parents and also get them the necessary help they need, whether it's mental health or some other issue that's going on. But more importantly, relatives and friends that know individuals that are suffering with some sort of illness and has the potential to have accessibility to a firearm should be reported to the appropriate authorities so that they can get the mental health treatment that they deserve.
You spent a lot of time as a corrections officer in New York City, I believe.
Correct.
And now here you are as the sheriff, and you're in your 2nd term. Right. Are you glad you're doing it? I mean, it's a completely different ballgame, still in law enforcement, but how is it?
You know, spending 25 years in New York City, especially with the Department of Correction, you're not able to impact the individuals in your community. So I've been a resident of Suffolk County for over 32 years, and I get to interact with my community, and even those that are incarcerated or those that are not. So I'm able to hopefully have a direct impact and some positivity in their lives.
Wow, that's good to hear. Thank you, Sheriff. Sheriff Dr. Errol Toulon. And we thank you so much for being with us, and thank you for watching. I'm Jane Hansen. We'll see you next time.